Hey guys, welcome in. Welcome back to my page. DIY with Crafty Sarah. How are you tonight? Hopefully you're good. And hopefully we can get on Facebook. Last couple days has been a little sketch. Been a little sketch around here. We shall see. I never know from time to time how it's going to go. Looks like I'm here. Grab my microphone. Turn that baby on and see if we got any action. Welcome in. I was just digging through a drawer to find some fall stuff and found a bag of fall beads, Halloween beads. I'm kind of excited about it. You know, you find crap and it's like a... Siobhan, hi. Welcome in. You find stuff and it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas. So I'm going to put it in one of my bead boxes and put it in my stack of beads, and I have Halloween beads. I'm good to go. So tonight we are going to do this transfer from Chalk Couture. And we're going to do it on this pumpkin. So I'm trying to decide. I think I want to paint the base. I think I want to paint it all black. And then I want to crackle it. And then I want to paint orange over the black so that the crackle that comes through is black. So that's where we're going to start and see if we're okay with it, or if I've lost my friggin' mind, which would not be the first time. I'm going to take my sweatshirt off, which, if I'm going to do that, I need to take this off. You guys wouldn't believe how many times I've taken my sweatshirt off at home or inside the house and thrown it in the wash and had that hooked to it like a net. I'm going to set this over here. Get it out of the way. You guys, it's almost cold here today. I'm in Nebraska, and we were like, they said we would be a high of in the 70s. We didn't even get to 70. And right now it's in the 50s. It's like, what in the world? This is like a shiplap kind of, this is a Hobby Lobby thing, you guys. And it is old. I don't know how old, but it's old. It was I kind of went digging in a box because I wanted to do this transfer, but I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do it on. And so I was digging through a box of stuff, and I found this, and I'm like, well, this will work. So I'm going to go with it. So how has your Tuesday been? This has been the Tuesdayest Tuesday ever. Hi, Diane. How are you? Are you freezing out there? We're freezing here. Ooh, booger. Ooh. Holy moly. Let's pick that off. I think I just heard or maybe it was that bottle. I think I just heard a fly, but I think it was that bottle. I'm going to have to get that off of there. Now, we're only in the 50s right now. To me, it almost feels like it's a fall day. But we're not there yet. We are not there yet. I like a cool, crisp fall day. It's like I've got goobers all over the place. So I do like to paint this base too. I'm just going to go ahead and paint that. I might cover that in Spanish moss. Or not. just kind of thought that'd be cute. And then I thought about putting stuff like down on it, but I couldn't really find anything that I loved, so I didn't grab any. I'm going to stick some black over here. I'm not going to paint the back right now because I will this base part. But I'll get the back later. Another time. Tomorrow's supposed to be chilly too. But I don't know if it's supposed to be. And we're supposed to have a 70% chance of rain. But we need it, so that's not the worst thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get that, and it's good enough. It is good enough. Because that's my undercoat, you guys, so that one doesn't have to be. I bet it was. I really want to get to Estes Park this summer sometime, but summer's going away really fast. But I really wanted to get there. Every year I say that. I'm like, I want to go to Estes Park. Told my husband I wanted to go with my girlfriend, and he kind of looked at me funny, and I go, well, I didn't think you'd want to go, because Estes Park is basically walking up and down, and you know, you could pop into a bar here and there or something, which he'd be fine with that. But it's shopping, and he is not a shopper. I'm just going to go down these lines here, you guys, and get some of this crap out of here. He's not a shopper. He'd rather take a beating than have to do shopping. Am I even getting anything out of that? I feel like I am. I feel like there's paint in there. I bet it has been, Diane. People come get away from it's like a quick little vacation. I have a girlfriend that is separated from her husband, and she would love to just go somewhere. And I thought, we should just go to Estes Park. But my husband's like, well, I would go, but I'm not going to go if you're going to go with somebody else. Hey, Chris. Chris, I keep thinking one of these days you're going to walk through my door. One of these days you're going to surprise me. Okay, I think I got it pretty good and dry. We're going to do crackle. So I'm going to use Folk Art Crackle Medium is what I'm going to use. And I got that at Michael's, I think, or Walmart. I don't even know, you guys. Might have been Walmart. Might have been Walmart. The Walmart. Let me see if I haven't even, nope. I haven't even opened it up yet. And that didn't even work. I have other crackle, but I thought I'd try this. I have Dixie Belle crackle, and I have crackle that I had from ceramics, but I think that's about gone. We used to crackle all the time in ceramics. So when they started with the crackling on the wood, I'm like, not new to me. I got to show you guys my church. Hey, Lori. I made 3 churches, finished 3 churches today. Let me show you this. It's this little church scene. But this time I took fake glass and put it in the windows and lit those windows, lit it all up. You guys, look at that up close. Is that not the cutest stinking thing ever? So it looks like stained glass in the church windows. Isn't that cute? So I got 3 of those for sale for my craft shows. And I'm like, oh my Lanta, that is gorgeous in there. But we hadn't, is that James? Hey, James. I haven't done ceramic, like that's also a ceramic thing. So I haven't done any of that in years. And when I went to the ceramic shop that I always buy my stuff wholesale, I asked her, I said, well, do you have the stuff that we used to put in the windows when we wanted to put stained glass in the windows? And she's like, we just use glue. And I'm like, really? So I came home and I did my 3 different ones. I did Elmer's glue on one set of the windows. I did 527 glue on another set of the windows. And I did art glitter glue on the 3rd set of the windows. The Elmer's glue took the longest to set up, but they all stuck. They all worked. I think that she was thinking maybe super glue, but my thought is super glue would stick to the tape because you put masking tape on the back side of the window so that it, so your rocks don't fall through. But I feel like if I would have used quick and thick or whatever, or what is the, oh my God, a stick fast, I think it would have stuck, or super glue. I think it would have stuck to the tape. I might be wrong, but I wasn't willing to take the chance. But, so I just love those little windows. I think those are gonna, now you could have put paper back there or something like that, but these have glass. They're stained glass. It's like sitting in church. I'm just going to squirt this on here. Let me see what James said. I don't know what glossy accents are, but yeah. I'm sure you could put anything in there. It's just whatever you want to put behind those little windows, but my thought was I just want them to look like little church windows, so there, that's where I went with those, and I did 3 of them today for my shows this fall, because I do shows, I do craft shows, up the yin yang, and fall is my time. What's cracking? Is this pumpkin's cracking? It better crack. It better crack or I'm going to be cracked. Doing a Chalk Couture or a Chalk Couture transfer. I really wanted to do a Hocus Pocus pot, but I know that people want to see Chalk Couture too, so I'm going to give her a shot. Oh, James, you're sweet. I don't know about that, but I have fun anyway. I enjoy it. And since I've been a ceramic teacher for 45 years or some stupid thing, painting is kind of my jam, and so I like to paint. So the wood kits are a no-brainer for me. I never know if this is dry because it always looks wet even if it's dry, but that's still wet. That is still wet. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be maybe a high of 70 tomorrow. I tell you, my walk this morning was fabulous. A couple weeks ago, I thought I was going to die. I'm like, holy shit, it was so hot. I was like, ah. You take a few steps and you thought you were going to die. But I didn't. I made it. Then you come home and you plop in your chair and you seriously think you're going to die. I do craft fairs well. Your craft fairs aren't doing good, Siobhan? I don't do good in the spring and the fall, or the spring and the summer. And I talked myself into doing a June show this year because I thought to myself, I could sell my patriotic stuff. But I sat there for, you go set up, and these are one-day shows. So I go set up on a Friday afternoon, and then, that's gross, 90s. And then I go to the show on Saturday morning, get there by 9, open up the show, and I'm lucky that I make $150, $200. And you sit there for 8 hours or whatever it is, some stupid amount of time. And I'm just like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm not doing that again. So I've learned my lesson. I'm not doing spring and summer shows. And if I think I need to be rethinking that. Now fall is, I kill it in the fall. I should, and here's the deal, you guys, on these craft shows. What I think might be good, you might not think is anything. You might think that's a waste of your time. If I can go and make $600 or $700 in an afternoon, I'm thrilled with that. If I make $1,000 or something, I'm good with that. I only do one. We don't have 2-day shows around here, and I don't travel to go to big shows like that. So, okay, now I'm going to put this over this, and we're going to hope it cracks. And if it doesn't, well then, we'll just pretend like it does. Oop. So I'm going to use this bigger brush because when you go over your crackle, and I'm going to go this way. When you go over your crackle, you basically want to put a generous amount of paint, and you want to just go one time down. So you shouldn't keep brushing and brushing and brushing. Because you do that and you'll be peeling up what you put down. More paint, please. Hold, please. This brush is almost too wide for... And actually, I would say, I'm going to go up the stem too. I would say that the thicker you put your paint, the thicker your cracks will be. Whoop, I touched that like a dummy. Okay, sister, get to cracking. Now, I really want to go over that right there, but I'm not going to. I am not going to. So I'm just, I want to. Because it's kind of heavy right there. It's cracking. Success. Success. We'll dry it real quick here just to see. So this afternoon I went to the Treasure Trove. I live in Nebraska. I went to the Treasure Trove, which is our local thrift store that I volunteer at. And we donate. Everything is donated. Everything that we sell is donated, and all of our time. Everybody that works it is donated, and all that. So today we wrote a check, and we have donated. We've been there like 4 or 5 years now, and we donate like crazy. But today we donated $25,000 to our town to help with a new playground that they're going to put in. 2 playgrounds. One up at our ballpark and one at our new swimming pool. Ooh, you guys, this is looking good. But you know what? I want to chalk on this. I'm afraid I'm going to peel it up. So I might not chalk on it. I'm going to have to wax the crap out of it. So we gave $25,000 today, and we are at $129,000 that we have given away. We do like the school backpack program, or we give to all different things. And people have to like submit an application, and then we have to we all as a board member, there's like 7 of us on the board, or 6 or 7 of us, and we have to decide if it's a worthy cause and we want to donate to it. And we have people asking, that come and fill out. So we give it to our fire department and different things like that. But I'm kind of proud of us that, you guys, that turned out pretty good. Look, can you see some crackles? Not too shabby. I need to redo that base though, but that's okay. I like that. So I'm going to set that right here. So this number 31, Chalk Couture is selling these. Somebody cut them out. But they're so funny. They think we don't know that somebody cut those out. So there's a designer that has a laser, and she cut them out for him. Don't know who it was, but I know that somebody did it. So I'm going to paint these in light buttermilk, because I'm going to chalk over the top of them in black. And here's my transfer, you guys. And if you see that white, the white is where the color goes. It's where your paste goes. So it's going to almost be completely covered in the color, which is going to be black. So I'm going to do them in the buttermilk, because I don't think that the transfer will completely cover the numbers. And I would just paint the numbers, but they have a little October written on the bottom of the 3, and I want that on there. So I'm going to do that. Oh, they have, James, you wouldn't even believe it. What we used to couldn't do, now we can do. They've collaborated with a lot of licensed, but we can't sell it. We can't sell the finished product. And for me, that's a game changer. If I can't sell the finished product, if I don't love it, I'm not buying it. And I'm almost 70 years old. I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I'm not a, my granddaughters are past the Disney princess stage. I do have a grandson that probably would love Toy Story, but that's just not my jam. But yeah, it's changed a lot. Still love it. Still love the company. Love the product. But it's changed a lot. Okay. James used to be a designer. I remember going to leadership somewhere. I don't know where you were, James, but yeah, I think that's right too. I can't remember which leadership it was. I think it was your first leadership. Because I remember you came and I was like, who is that guy that's like winning all of that stuff? Like, where did he come from? That's the first time I had even knew that you existed. And then you were gone. It was like, he was there and he was gone. It wasn't Denver, because I didn't get to go to that one. I can't even think. Did we have, or I think it was a Chalk Con. Why can't I remember where our Chalk Cons were? It must have been San Antonio. I was at that leadership. Was that leadership or was that a Chalk Con? I was there. I love San Antonio. I love the river walk. That was fun. That was a fun time. And that's probably what keeps me in mostly, you guys, is the people I've met, the friendships I've made, that kind of thing. And I couldn't not, because it would change. You know, it changes. So there's my 31. I'm going to put this tape board down to the, so I think I'm going to try frog tape. Somebody said frog tape is better. I'm going to try that. So I'm going to go to Menards and snag some of that. I think they have it on Amazon, but I don't know if that's a good price. And my Amazon doesn't come like today. It comes like a couple days. And I might not want to wait. So I might just go get me a roll and see how it works. I feel like masking tape just sucks down everything that you got. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to clean up my bottom there. That sounded terrible. Clean up my bottom. I really do think Spanish moss on the bottom of this would be cute. Okay. So I want to, well, I'm gonna chalk these numbers, but I'm gonna have to wax them first because I might sand those a little bit too because it's birch or basswood. They didn't do it on MDF. Which is fine. I mean, I don't, you know, I do both. I do both. It's amazing how smooth it feels after you sand that, and you just slightly. So tomorrow I'm meeting one of my high school friends. We're going to go have lunch together. I'm kind of sad about it because her mom is old. Her mom is old, like old. And I feel like once her mom passes away, she's probably not going to come back home anymore. And now I've been able to see her like once a year, at least once a year, if not more. Like last year I saw her at our 50th class reunion, and now I'll see her again tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, we have fun. We'll go have a couple drinks and hang out and talk crap. We were kind of hellions in school. We had fun though. We had fun. We were the class of 75. Ours is next Wednesday. Our lunch is. This is just with Sherry Rosenberg. And she moved from Gilbert, Arizona to Puyallup, something, Washington State. Like Puyallup or something like that. Washington State. Talk about a climate change. Holy crap. She went from being like hundreds to probably 60s. I don't know. But they were just so tired of the heat, and I think just the busyness and that kind of crap. They just decided they wanted out, and I think their son is going to move out to out there to Seattle. So I'm just going to see if I can, and I might not be able to. She looks just the same, Sherry does, Lori. My girlfriends were all pretty. Not me, but they were all beautiful. Oh, shit. I did this on the wrong side, you guys. Ugh. Okay, well, we're going to do the 3. What a dummy. I should have looked at that. Yeah, she looks the same. She's like you, Lori. You guys aged well. Me, not so much. Why did I not notice that? I'm gonna... I don't want to do it on that. I'm going to do it on the back of this. This is the cute little hocus pocus I was going to do tonight, but talked myself out of it and decided to go with my 31. Hi, Natalie. Yeah, we're going to have lunch. It's going to be fun. It's always fun to visit. You know. I'll have to ask her about her new digs, and you're the class of 2000. Oh my God, I could be your mother. I'm pretty sure that I had a kid that, well, yeah, I could be your mother. Isn't that funny? That's so funny. Because my oldest graduated in 96. My next one graduated in 98. And then 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, probably 2000, I don't know. She's 40. She's 40. So whatever year that would have been. It wasn't 2000. I think it was like 2002 or something maybe. I don't know. And then a couple years later, my youngest. So my kids are 46, 48, 40. She turns 41 next week. 41 on the 17th. And then her brother, he just turned 30. What year was he born? 88. So he must be 37. I don't know. I don't math so well if I don't write it down. Yeah, I'm the old bag here. That's for sure. Oh, Lori, you're sweet. You are a sweetheart. Okay, that is, whoo, baby. That is hot. Settle down there, piece of wood. Settle down, settle down. I really like that pumpkin. That pumpkin turned out pretty. Yeah, check your wood pieces when you get them. No matter who you get them from, check your wood pieces. See which way they go. Sometimes even when you do bases or pieces, you know, you do it and then you're like, oh my Lord, I got it backwards. And it happens. It happens. So I'm just going to see if I'm anywhere close. And I'm not. I mean, I sort of am, but we're going to start again. We'll go this way, see if we can get it on there. I don't really think I want to fuzz it because there's just not that much screen. I mean, there's so much screen, not that much sticky. Okay. Got that one. So the only thing that's going to be sticking is just the very outside, you guys. Just the very outside. Okay, and we're going to use black chalk paste, black velvet. Oh yeah, I am. James, I think you and me would have some fun because we kind of speak the same language, if you get my drift. If you get my drift. I'm pretty sure that you and I could be buddies. Because I'm not, I have no filter. Ask my friends. Ask my friend Lori. No filter. Never have. Never have. My friend came, I had a next door neighbor. I feel like there's a lot of air under this, but I guess I'm just going to go with it and hope to crap that it works. We'll see here. We had a friend stop by on Sunday night. That was my next door neighbor when I grew up. And he said, geez Louise, I got enough paste falling off the edge. He said, he was talking about my mom, who's been gone for 9 years. He goes, your mom would just tell it how it is. No beating around the bush. And I thought to myself, well, that's where I got it from. That's where I got it from. People always tell me, you never have to question what you think because you just flat tell them. I go, yep, that's me. No filter. I'm going to take that off because I don't want that to dry on me. And that worked out just dandy. Now we're going to go over here. Now this has little teeny October down here. So I'm just going to take some paste and just go over that. And then we'll go and do the other. And maybe I'll get it so you can read it. And maybe I won't. It's a crapshoot. I got to get off my dead butt and get paint and ornaments because that's my bread and butter is my ornaments. I'm telling you, I sell thousands of ornaments. Last year I was painting all summer long and just throwing them in a box, and this year I haven't even, you guys, I haven't even really started. It's terrible. It's terrible. Better get my poop in a group. Oh, that's cute. Perfect. Oh my gosh. So this transfer also has a spider on it and some spider web. So I do want to put that on my pumpkin, I think. If I can get it without getting this crap all over me. We're almost neighbors. Aren't you in Arkansas? We are not neighbors. We've got a little drive there, James. My kid lives in St. Louis. I bet that's close, though. I also think that Lois from Sweet Honey would also be one that we are a lot alike. I might be might be totally talking out of my butt, but I just feel like her and I would probably get along fine. I feel like we kind of speak the same language. The naughty language. Oh my gosh, you guys. Is that not the cutest friggin' thing ever? I'm going to scoot that down because I'm going to put a bow on there. I'm going to use some rag. And I thought about putting some leaves on there maybe. That is cool. I'm loving that. So I need to glue that down. And I think that's where I want it. Because if I put some Spanish moss down there, that's going to go across there. And I don't really want to cover up my, maybe I should get the Spanish moss. I'm going to grab it, you guys. I'm going to grab it. What was I just thinking? Something else. Let me grab that Spanish moss. It's right here. Everything is 2 steps away, remember? I'm sort of getting half-ass organized, but not really. But not really. Don't get excited. Don't get excited yet. I always say I'm organized chaos. I sort of know where it is. I mean, I know where it is. It's just that in my dream, I want to have all of these things that I go for right behind me, like right behind me. I might be talking crap, but that's kind of what I want. I want it to be right behind me. I just think this might be kind of fun. God, this stuff's a pain in the butt, isn't it? So I'm going to grab another glue stick just in case, because this is going to take a pile. We used to use this stuff in the flower shop like crazy. Then you burn your hand on it trying to glue it down. I just kind of like that. I don't do nothing fancy, James. I'm not Sage. She's amazing. If I could just have one little bit of her creativity, it would be so awesome. But that'll never happen. I don't ever think I'm creative. I'm like, I'm not creative. I tell people, I'm not creative. I can do things, but I don't like, I don't like think it up. I mean, I did this, but I don't know. I just don't think I'm creative. I'm going to put that down, try to get it straight. This one is painted beautifully on the back. Because somebody is a goofball. She can't get her numbers straight. I really like that. I like it a lot. Hi, Shay. Hi, Wanda. I think Lois, yeah, I love her. I just feel like, you know, sometimes you see these people and you watch them, and you kind of feel out their personalities and stuff, and you think to yourself, I could be friends with that person. That person is somebody that I think we could be friends. Which way does that leaf go? That's a funny looking leaf. So I'll probably put my bow on there first. I want to see if I can get they have like a little, oh, there's a big old black spider right there. Do I want that, or do I want, let me see. It's just that I don't want to get all the other crap. And I have to remember that this is a this is a shiplap thing, so it's got the creases in it, you guys. So you got to be careful, because if you put the transfer over that crease, it's gonna have a void. Let me see if I can just get one sort of half crawling on here over here. We'll get him half hanging off, like he's. You know what I did this week that was dumb, you guys? Probably a lot of things, but. Yep, love it. Gotta have 3 though, right? So we'll put one kind of crawling in. Over here, maybe. Maybe up here. I did the dumbest thing, you guys. So I buy whole chickens, and I cut them up and freeze them. Because we're old, and we don't eat a whole chicken anymore. I buy whole chickens, and I cut them up into pieces, and then I put 4 pieces in one bag, and 4 pieces in the other bag, and I chuck the back, and all the crap, all the garbage crap. Is that not the cutest stinking thing, you guys? So I did that this week, but I didn't think about it. I mean, it was in a bag, in a plastic bag, but I put it in my dumpster, and you guys, there were maggots all over the place. Yesterday, I had to hose that thing out. Oh, after the garbage man came, I looked in there, and I'm like, holy moly. That was, so note to self, don't do that again. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love this. I freaking love it. So I'm just going to take my little Bodabra. Oh God. I think I have another one of those. I might have to make another one. Except I don't have another 31. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was gross, James. It was gross. Yeah, note to self, don't be doing that again. Don't. Our garbage man comes on Monday, so I needed to. If I'm cutting up a chicken, it needs to be cut up on Sunday, and then it needs to go right out and be done. So they can get it Monday morning, because that was gross. I said, my God. Our little dog went outside, and she was like sniffing, and oh, that has to be tough. My little granddaughters are little farm girls, and they had a cow. They called him Ferdinand, and he had to get put to sleep during COVID, and they couldn't find anybody to do it. So their dad had to do it. And it was terrible. He had to do it, and then they had to butcher it, because they couldn't even find anybody to butcher it, you guys. Now, this last week they showed their pigs, and their pigs are laying in the pens, and my husband goes, the poor little SOBs, he goes, they don't realize what's coming next. He goes, and yeah, they're going this weekend. But, I mean, these girls are farm girls, so they're totally aware. So I'm just going to take some rag ribbon, some jelly roll that I've ripped up and coffee stained, and some's coffee stained and some's not. And I'm just going to whip a little bow back and forth here. But I want to do, me, I do several different kinds. But it's tough when you have to you love those stinking animals, and then off they go. But my husband said the other day, he goes, it's getting harder and harder for me to even want to eat meat because I just feel bad for the animals that have to go get shot and cut into meat. I go, well, that's the way of that's how we roll. And he's like, I know. I don't eat near the meat that I used to, though, after my kidneys failed me. I think I'm going to put a little green in there just because. So I mean, it's not like I won't eat a steak once in a while, but I'm not a big red meat person anymore. Because I can't. I don't want to die. I already tried that and it was no fun. I tried that trick. Tried twice. Tried with my kidneys, then I turned around and tried with my heart. And I'm done trying. I just want to go till I drop. I hope I'm out in my shop crafting or somewhere, Hobby Lobby, and just drop. Just let me drop. Be done. We got a little lady in our church. Oh, I know. Steak is, you ought to have a Nebraska steak. Corn-fed cows. We had a little lady in our church. Her name was Grace. And she was just like a go-getter. She was always doing something. Always, like she was the one that, she just did so much stuff all the time. Always crafting, doing just always like little crafty things. And then one day nobody heard from Grace. She was way into her 80s. Nobody knew where she was. Nobody heard from her. Well, Grace was dead in her little apartment. And they worried how long she had been there. They felt bad. But I told them, I said, she had brought me bud vases to my flower shop. She would always bring me bud vases. People I do the same thing. I get arrangements and I don't want the vases. And so I take them back to the flower shop and they reuse them. And she had brought me in some bud vases. And I told them, well, this day she brought me in bud vases. So I think she was good that day. So they were glad to know that. That's just me. I just want to do that. Just be scooting along and then you're not. Oh, she did. She did. She probably just had a heart attack or she probably did it. I think it was in her sleep, actually. So I'm just going to cut these a little bit shorter. Should put some sisal in there, shouldn't I? Let me grab my sisal. It's right here too. I just need a little dab will do ya. Just going to put that in the back there. You guys, this is turning out pretty stinking cute. And I could put stuff along the bottom here, but I don't think I want to. So see, this just kind of gives something in the back there. Get your loops out there. I did that. If you guys look at that picture of my ghost that I put on this morning on my Facebook page, I added a raffia bow to it. Oh my gosh, you guys, way better, way better. I think I'm just going to lay a leaf or two underneath there. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. I want it up there. No, I don't want it there. Maybe there. Or do I want a red one? I tell you, you guys, you have no idea how many times I do something and then I look and I think, yeah, that needs to change. I kind of like that. Kind of covers up the one a little bit, but not bad. I mean, you can still definitely tell that it's a one. Double up there. Put the green one over here. Yeah, I really think this turned out cute. I love that. I love the numbers. And the crackle is pretty too. I had these little pumpkin bells. I thought about just wrapping it around I think I will. Do you think that looks all right? Just two little pumpkin. I got that at a thrift store. At the thrift store that I volunteer at. You know, get first dibs on stuff. Yeah. I like that. I don't know if I love that, but it could stick up, I guess. I'm just going to put a dollop of glue there, and we'll just kind of keep those, and those little wires, I don't care if they show. I mean, could even do like tendrils or something like that. But okay, I'm going to call it, guys. That's it. There you go. You guys have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for popping in, hanging out, and I will see you next time. It's only Tuesday. Today seems like it should be Thursday. Oh, Lord. So have a great one, guys. Thanks so much. I appreciate you all. Catch me on my Whatnot Friday at 1. It's going to be Chalk Couture stuff. So there you go, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.